You've been openly supportive of President Trump for a long time. Has that ever cost UFC any business, either domestically or abroad?
I don't give a shit. I don't know the answer to that question. I've gotten to a point in my life, especially after COVID and all the nutty shit that went on during that time, that I only want to be in business with and talk to people.
Does it bother you that there's some people out there who do not like your ties to Donald Trump?
No.
Does it affect your business?
I don't know. Listen, we're doing great. We're doing just fine. I've been friends with this guy for 25 years.
Yes, I have seen Dana White respond to this question over and over. If you take a look at this, Dana White refused to take the bait when Shalanga Dago tried to pressuring him to condemn President Trump during a tense interview. Dana White says exactly what he thinks, not what people pressure him to say.
Trump is a good friend of mine. I mean, I've been friends with him for 25 years.
When your friend has a disapproval rating of 62%, right, record high, people say they don't like his handling of the Iran war, the economy's shitty, cost of. Why can't you tell your friend he's failing the people?
Well, he's the president of the United States.
Still your friend, though.
And yeah, I know. But, you know, for me to get involved in, it's like, I'm sure people disagree with you that are friends with you. And everybody has friends that you just, doesn't mean you're not friends with them anymore.
Because your friend is the president, you have to interfere into what he is doing to the country. That is crazy, right? He responded to this question brilliantly. This was actually a trap that this guy put. And at the end, he didn't fall for it. You know, this guy has been talking against the president for a very long time. I've been watching him do this. And if Danny was not that wise, he could have said something that would trigger maybe the president or a lot of people. But he is that kind of person that you can't really take him unaware.
Does it bother you that there's some people out there who do not like your ties to Donald Trump?
No.
Does it affect your business?
I don't know. Listen, we're doing great. We're doing just fine. I've been friends with this guy for 25 years.
Yeah,
if you have a problem with me being friends with him, it's your problem, not my problem.
How did the two of you meet?
So when we first bought the UFC, you know, it wasn't even allowed on pay-per-view, let alone television. So imagine venues. Venues didn't want us. But he reached out to us, had us at the Trump Taj Mahal, showed up for the first fight of the night to the last fight. We did our first two events with him. And then when we moved to the Meadowlands, he showed up. And then anything good that ever happened to me in my career, he was always the first one to reach out and say, congratulations, I always knew you guys were going to do it. And we became friends, and he's been a very good friend to me.
By the way, can I just talk about how you reacted at the White House Correspondents' Dinner when this nut job was trying to get into the venue?
Inside, they started up. All of a sudden, it just started getting noisy. Tables getting flipped over, guys running guns, and they were screaming, "Get down!" I didn't get down. It was fucking awesome. I literally took every minute of it in, and it was a pretty crazy, unique experience.
So you were on the aisle. What exactly?
I was sitting. We were sitting right in front of the table.
Okay.
Right in front of where the president was.
Yes. And what exactly happened? So someone got tackled, or like what?
Nobody got tackled, but guys came shooters. And they came toward our table. I thought the shooter was over by us or something.
A lot of people hit the floor.
It was incredible.
But Dana White, what'd you do?
I sat up and took it all in, and you know, it was. So these guys, we're all just starting to have dinner, and then they're going to start it after dinner, and all of a sudden you just hear glasses and plates breaking. 50 guys come in, you know, Secret Service. The way Secret Service handled this and how fast they went through this room, and being a guy, it's like the greatest movie you've ever seen on steroids. And the fact that I got to get this hopefully one-of-one experience, and nobody gets hurt, and the way that it played out, it was awesome.
Lewis. I said, Derek, the president just asked me why you're not on the card. Do you want to fight on the White House card? And he goes, of course I do. Tell the president, thank you, I want to do it. Then the Hogan card plays out, the fight plays out. He beats the number 5 ranked guy in the world, and Joe Rogan says, is there still room on the White House card? We went back and talked to him. Hogan versus Derek Lewis was just added to the White House card in the last 10 minutes. President Trump built half of that fight, and Rogan built the other half. Both guys have accepted and agreed for the fight. So we're adding one more to the White House. Hokett versus Derek Lewis. Pretty badass how that played out organically during the fight. All right. I'll see you guys at the press conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the White House card? That looks really good.
Yes. I'm excited. It sounds crazy. I know it's going to be very high security and high stress and weird to have a fight at the White House. That's going to be the case.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so that would be weird.
Yeah.
Having this very high profile event where everybody's in one place at one time right there.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not excited to be
Well,
there?
that seems like
Yeah.
seems like you're asking for.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I hadn't
Yeah.
thought of that at all.
How could you not think of that?
Well, because
Literally
I'm
at
not
the
going to
White
be
House.
there. You're the one that has to think of it. I was just like, this is a great lineup. I look
Yeah.
forward to the fights.
Yeah.
I was hoping for the White House card, Dana would do something and pull John Jones out of the bag.
With this fight with Derek Lewis and Josh Hokett, is there any? It's all set with the White House card, or is there any chance that another fight could be added to the card?
Is there, other than that fight, is there any chance that any more fights could be added? No.
Yeah. It's all.
President Donald Trump will celebrate his 80th birthday with us at US.
If you look at all these videos, you can realize the man is always someone that stands for his word. He has been saying the same thing over and over, and these people keep asking. Looking at what this Shalanga the God struggled to actually do here, you can clearly see the motive. He wanted to, to bait this man to call out the president at some point, and Dana White, being who he is, he actually deviated his attention. Like, there are a lot of people that don't even like you, and you will not say, no, we are not friends because you're doing some certain things that they don't. That was actually the most brilliant response that I expected to get from him. Now, taking a look at his response to what happened at the White House correspondent dinner, he was brave. There is another video. I've been looking for that clip to actually see if I can get, where he responded. He was looking, standing up. I was like, wow, no panic. That's to tell you that this man is someone that, now there is something going on with this Democrat. They are going crazy that the president posted a picture promoting the White House fight that is to take place in June. That he advertised something. He advertised a site. Sometimes when these people lack content, they just like to.
Yesterday at 5 a.m, Donald Trump posted a advertisement on his social media page, photo of him and Dana White, and he's promoting the UFC fight that is supposed to be taking place at the White House. The image is weird enough, but look at the bottom right.
Reaction videos, because we are reacting to people who literally make a mountain out of a molehill. Do you believe that he was specifically posting that post due to that little steak ad? No. No, you don't believe that. I don't believe that. Nobody believes that.
I think I'm going to end here as of the short clips you're about to see. That is for the white algorithm. You can always skip. Shame
on every single Supreme Court. Republicans are in better shape today than they were yesterday.
Voters narrowly passed that referendum officially here.
Maximum warfare everywhere, all the time, in connection with the redistricting.
Breaking news, this just handed down moments ago from the Virginia State Supreme Court.
This has gone nuclear.
Democrats were bragging that they turned the tables on Republicans.
Taking our voting rights away.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that?
You get caught in a moment.
Passes 1,005.
Who live on the sidewalk.
Right. Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles.
Who's doing a great job.
Unable to laugh at him.
Inside, they started.
It'll be fun.
More access to the leader of the free world.
This week, which was the state of Virginia, they gerrymandered the state.
Redistricting. It's going to lose their congressional representation. How do you think?
Until the first lady brought them back with her surprise statement last week.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
Well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I have 300.
Well, I said Democrat.
Some major news here. The Virginia Supreme.
Just 2 weeks ago, Democrats were bragging.
And said, okay, we're going to do the same thing.
Will rise again.
Well, it's a pretty good day. The Dems just lost in court. What happened? Well, the same party that's been lecturing us that they're saving democracy just got caught red